across the entire nation on tonight's call. So congratulations. I want you guys to all give yourselves a pat on the back for being on this call, because leaders show up and leaders represent where they want to go in the company. So thank you for everybody who decided to show up tonight. So like I said, we have people that are calling in from all across the country and soon to be world. We actually had somebody from the East Coast recently, Rachel, move to a different country, a completely different country. So once she gets settled in, I know she's going to be trying to hop on these calls as well. So literally, you guys, this call is international at this point. So that's absolutely amazing. Like, this literally started from 3 people getting on a call together who made the choice to consistently every Friday night show up on a call, and now look at all these incredible faces that we get to see. It's awesome. International call now, you guys, international power movement call. So tonight's going to be amazing. As we typically do, we're going to have a personal development segment. We're going to have a training on building your business. And then we're also going to go into the 2500 house, and then we'll close up the call with any takeaways if we have time. So what I want to do is remind everybody on this call right now, first of all, to make sure that you have a pen and paper to take notes, and remind everybody of what our mission is. So our mission is to inspire people to step into their greatness through community, nutrition, and fitness. And again, we're building healthy, active lifestyles, not just within our nation, but like internationally. This is a true like global impact. Absolutely amazing that we get to be part of a movement that is going to impact our children and our children's children. Even if you don't have children right now, the children that you do have and the children that are of this world are going to know a better world just because of you. So our philosophy is 20% fitness, 80% nutrition, 100% mindset. You guys, it's not just about a shake. It's not just about nutrition. It's not just about fitness. What we do is we get people life results. We build lifelong friendships. We build lifelong family. I can tell you guys right now, when we had our baby, there's not a single person on this entire call who didn't reach out to us to wish us well, who didn't personally reach out to us to see how we were doing, to ask if we needed help, to send a personal message. And to me, you guys, that's what this is about. It's not just about us being a healthier version of ourselves. It's about us building lifelong relationships with people that we can spend the rest of our life calling our family, who are going to be able to watch this little man grow up in a bigger and better world just because of all of you guys. So thank you to everybody who showed up again tonight and showed your support. I truly believe that this is a life-changing call and a life-changing journey that all of us are on. Again, it's so much greater than a shake. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and kick us off with some incredible personal development tonight. I'm so excited. This is my accountability partner. Jackson and I made a special trip over to Marcus's house to make sure that we got to be in touch with this man, because he's truly my accountability partner for life. Like, this is one of my brothers, my best friends, somebody I can count on all the time, and always delivers a very strong personal development segment. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and introduce Mr. Zerek Knight out of Colorado.
Yo, Cassie, can you hear me?
Got you.
I appreciate it. Love you. That's my AP. It was so great to see you and Jax. That was awesome. Thanks for showing up for us. Great job kicking off this call. What's up, guys? This is Zerek Knight out of Denver, Colorado. For those who don't know me, I've been a part of this business as a coach and a client for 2 years and 4 months now. I'm currently at the world team level and just continuing to impact other people's lives and watch this thing grow. This is the week of what we're talking about, business building. So this mindset, personal development piece is just going to be a little bit different and centered around building business. So what that means is having a business mindset. So for those who don't know, you are a business right now. We do have a special bond. This is a different type of business because we're more like family. We do things as check in on our accountability partners and make sure that they're just doing okay in life. A lot of it that we hold each other accountable to our business, but also we know part of our business is making sure that we're okay in life so that we can focus on growing the business and helping people, because we're in the business of helping people. Just of a quick definition of something that I've been working on, it's called A lot of people have actually read it or heard it, the audiobook as well. GoPro 7, it talks about building a network marketing business. And its definition of a business person is a person who is an expert at the skills required to build a large and successful networking marketing organization. So when you think about that and what we do, you're responsible to build a business, and you can approach it like a business and get business results, or you can approach it like a hobby and get hobby results, which is fine, whichever you choose. Just don't get them confused of wanting business results when you're only putting in a hobby effort, you know. And don't, if you do a hobby effort, you're not going to get a business result. But one of the things is when you wrap your mindset around is making sure that you want to build your skill. So you should have a mindset of a steady, like, how do I sharpen my sword? How am I doing my personal development? How am I going to grow my business? And that's making sure that you are attending the training. So for instance, this call every Friday, you should be putting this in your calendar, knowing that at 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock, whatever time zone you're in, I'm going to be on this call learning how to build my skill. Secondly, you should know about the Herbalife calendar. You should know exactly when all the LDWs are. You should know when your local events are. You shouldn't have to wait for your upline to ask you if you're going. You should already be asking them, when's the next one? I'm on my way. I want to make sure I get my, whatever you have to get done, your plane ticket, your hotel, buddying up with rooms, whatever that looks like. You should already be thinking about the next event. And as a business builder, your mindset should be, if I've come to get the information once, I'm not showing up alone again. Because now, in order to build, it's not all about you. You have to bring other people in to see the vision as well. So make sure you wrap your mindset around business building, knowing the schedule, and also bringing people to the opportunities, whatever that is. If you have a local opportunity meeting at HOM, if you have a fit camp, you should know and always be inviting to the next thing and knowing what you're inviting to and who you're going to invite to it. Also, I learned this from Leslie Stanford, which is a titan and living legend in our business, is she really talks about your mindset of knowing your business. So if you're not keeping your gauges and knowing exactly where your income's at, how many new clients you have for the month, how many reorders you have for the month. And she said Mark Hughes used to walk up to them and ask them, where's your business at? And they had to rattle off their numbers right off the top of the dome, knowing if it was the second day or the 25th day of the month, I am at 1,400 volume points. I have 5 new clients. I have 3 new members. They knew all that information. So make sure that your mindset, you are a business, you know where your numbers are at. You know where you need to improve at. And then also, well, I'm learning, keeping your mindset around, it's not always what works for you. It's what's working for the majority of people that can be duplicated. So keep your business simple and make sure that you can duplicate it. One of the, a thing of example that I got from Chris Bickerstaff when he was here, he talked about McDonald's. He was like, McDonald's is very, and I know we're Herbalife, but he talks about McDonald's is a very successful business because I don't care if you went to McDonald's in Brooklyn, New York, and then you went to McDonald's in China, they make the burgers the same way. He said they got a bun, 2 buns, a patty, some pickles, some ketchup, 2 pickles, some ketchup, and some onions. He's like, in China, they're not putting 4 pieces of pickle on it when it's only 2. They're getting fired because they keep it duplicatable everywhere. So it's so easy for them to duplicate it. Wherever you go, you know you're going to get the same thing. So in your business, it should be the same way. It's like, well, okay, whatever you're teaching, somebody in your downline should be able to perform that right away as well and just make it very simple for them to build a business. Another part of it is a mindset of accept 100% responsibility. That was huge for me in a growth of my business. You never want to be in a position to where you blame your upline. You want to use them as a resource, never as an excuse. You never want to put yourself in a position where, like, I wish I was on that person's team, because that's not a builder. That's not a business builder's mentality. You're hoping that somebody else is going to build your business for you or give you some type of keys. Whatever it is that you want, you build it. You make that happen. You're a business builder. So respect 100% responsibility to where you're at and where you're going and everything that you fail at, because that's the only way you're going to get better. So wrap your mind around that mindset. And also what I love about my mindset of business building is a great training that Negin does, and you'll hear from her later on as well. But if you ever get a chance to hear her investment versus sacrifice, a business builder knows that when it comes to a decision, it's always built on an investment. You never have to feel like you're sacrificing. So if there's a training that you said that you were going to show up to and you have to get your nails done, it's not a sacrifice. You invested in your business. You know, if there's any games going on or you want to go to a sporting event, are you investing in your business? Are you a business builder? Or are you kind of doing it as a hobby and you show up when you want to or when it's most convenient for you? Another one thing is as a business builder mindset, know that you can help everybody and anybody. I don't care what color, what race they are, what gender they are, what physique they have, what their income level is. You know that Herbalife is more than just that one thing. So always identify when you look at a person, you have any conversations, you meet, you present them with an opportunity because you're trying to build a business. Your mindset should be in a place that I can help everybody. I just need to get to know you to know what part of Herbalife I need to introduce you to. And that's where your mindset should always be in. And one more thing before I close out is embrace the loss of temporary social esteem. What I mean by that is when you make a decision like this to join this type of business, most people are unaware of what it is. They don't understand it. So most of them are either going to talk bad about it or shy away from you, and you kind of feel like on an island outside of the Herbalife people, the Herbalife family, for just a small amount of time. But once you make it real and you continue to stay focused, you have to know that you're doing the right thing. You're building a business. You're taking care of your family. You're taking care of yourself. Then you become the example. Then you change the mindset of the people around you because they've watched you change. They watch you become successful, and then they begin to jump on board. But you have to accept that and embrace it, that if you're brand new starting this journey, not everybody's going to understand it around you. But your mindset should be focused on where you're trying to go and your goals, and they will soon see what you're able to do with this business opportunity. So that's my piece. Thank you guys for listening. I'm going to pass it back to Cass, but make sure that you are always in a business building mindset to get business results. Thank you.
Awesome, Zerek. I took so many notes. Hey, before you mute yourself, embrace the loss of temporary what?
Social esteem. So not all your friends and family are not going to be on board with what you do right away. You have to be okay with that.
Awesome. Thank you, Zerek. Perfectly relevant for our business building call. Thank you for the time that you've taken to better yourself and then be able to, of course, relay that back to everybody else. And especially with it being so pertinent to our business building call, it's absolutely perfect. I love what you were talking about. Like, if you treat this as a business, you can expect business results. If you treat it as a hobby, you can expect hobby results, but don't expect the alternative. Don't treat it as a hobby and expect to have business results and vice versa. It's okay wherever you are, but be honest with yourself about what effort you're putting into it and what you'll be getting from that. I also loved the McDonald's analogy because you're absolutely right. They're not putting 4 pickles on the hamburger in China. They're putting 2, just like they do all the way across the board. And that actually really stuck, that really like rang true. And I had to like reflect in my mind, how simple am I keeping the business when I'm putting my full effort into it, when I'm being a business builder, how simple am I keeping it, or am I overcomplicating it to the point where it's not duplicatable? That really is a genuine reflection I had to like think to myself when you were saying that. And then I love also to keep your gauges and know your gauges and always know where you are. I think that goes hand in hand with accepting 100% responsibility for your business. Always, every day, knowing exactly where you are, exactly how many clients you have, what your volume points are, and just some of those tangible things that you need to know as a business owner so that you can be responsible for the success of your business and know exactly what it is that you found success in. So thank you again, Zerek, for the time that you've taken to prepare that. It's definitely a great platform for us to lead into the next segment, which we're going to be receiving some training on some business building techniques from some incredible individuals that have found success in some simple business building techniques. I know that we're really excited to hear from this young lady that is on the phone, Miss Tanisha, who's on the phone, who's going to share with us some of her simple business building techniques that have been, that she's found success in. Now she's only been able to get onto the on the phone, so we're gonna get to listen to Tanisha now. She's not able to get onto the Zoom itself or onto the video. So everybody, please, ears, eyes, well, ears, attention. Put your ears forward. Put your best ears forward. And let's give it up for Tanisha, who's going to give us some incredible business tips. Tanisha, go ahead, girlfriend.
Hey, everyone. This is Tanisha from Arizona. First of all, can you hear me? Because I am driving.
We got you, girl.
Okay, perfect. So I started my journey January 14 of 2015, and I got some amazing results. I'm actually down 82 pounds. However, in May of 2015, I actually fell off. I had a surgery that put me out of my nutritional plan and put me off track for 8 weeks. Making no excuses, I went to reach out to my sponsor, and my sponsor is no longer active right now. So what I did is I said, you know what? Let me plug in and let me get back connected to S2I. So S2I, I contacted Negin, and through contacting Negin, I learned about DMOs. And what the DMOs have done for me is I started my DMOs, and what I committed to was 10 minutes of personal development before doing anything else, before texting, before getting out of bed, doing 10 minutes of personal development. So changing my mindset. And then doing 20 minutes of product development, actually going on to Herbalife.com and reading about the product so that I can get more comfortable with telling and talking to people about the products. I also sat down and I did 2 cold contacts as one of my goals a day because I'm a full-time parent, full-time school, full-time work. So I sat down 2 cold contacts a day, 3 personal messages, and through doing that, I've grown already in the couple days that I started. So we started that on Monday. So learning from the DMOs and learning to fight through resistance, I started holding myself accountable, right? So with that and reaching out to Negin, she's actually got a 3-day challenge that she's doing. So I actually reached out to Negin and said, hey, I want to be a client. I want to be a participant. I'm a supervisor, but I want to be a participant in your 3-day challenge so I can learn about what you do and how to grow my business. So she gave me some nuggets. I actually started sending personal messages. I sent out 7 personal messages last night at about 8 o'clock. And by this morning at about 6 a.m., 5 people have already committed to the plan. One of them turned into a wellness profile that I'll be doing tomorrow. She wants to gain weight. And then I basically remembered my why. I saw my motive, and now I'm pushing for my action. And one thing that always sticks to me is that no matter how far I go in this organization, to become a sponge, to always listen, to always be willing to learn, to be coachable. And the biggest takeaway that I've gotten this week is I can't do it by myself. And with that, I have to go back to my current downline, which is only 3. I had 3 people, 2 of them, as of today, have recommitted, got back online, and they actually purchased. So I seen my volume points go up, so I know that they purchased. They're back active. So I had to expose my weakness to the ones that trusted me. And I did that. I let them know that, look, I felt plans. I thought I could do it on my own. I stepped away from my S2I. I stepped away from my resources, and I couldn't do it. You trusted me before, trust me again, and let's get these results together. Let's rise together. And what I learned from Negin is it's never a no. It's never personal. And no matter what I do, I just have to be strong, and I have to make sure that I'm being visible to the people that I'm starting to see some amazing and some immediate results, and I'm taking action, and I'm looking forward to. So thanks, guys, while I'm driving. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope that came off.
Awesome, Tanisha. That's amazing. Oh, my God. So, wait, you just started a week ago? Or
right.
a month?
Correct. I started back active with my DMOs on Tuesday, actually, on Tuesday. Then Thursday night, I actually sent out 7 personal messages, and from those 7 personal messages, I got 5 people to commit to a challenge on the 21st. And out of those 5, one of them actually committed to a wellness profile on Saturday.
Awesome, girlfriend. Wow, that's action right there. If that doesn't paint a picture as to the impact of a DMO and being in action, then I don't know what does. Like, that's absolutely a perfect. Congratulations, Tanisha. Again, thank you for being on the call while you're driving. and making sure that you can share that with all of us. So I love that you're saying you were sharing the importance of setting DMOs. They seem very simple. Again, they do seem very duplicatable, but very simple, so that you are also aware of what it is that you need to do, but you're not overwhelming yourself as well. Keep it simple. Keep it to, so that they are keep in action towards your why. Fight through resistance. And then I love that you also said to learn by being a client. That's incredible. That's the best way to learn. That's how we all do it, right? None of us are actually doing any of this or sharing any of this without actually going and getting our own results first. So when you said, I want to not only enroll people in doing this 3-day challenge, I want to do it too. I need to learn by being a client. That's very vulnerable of you to do. That's awesome that that's the way that you want to learn. That's the epitome of becoming a sponge and being coachable. Those are the two things that you said that were a huge takeaway for you, and also your DMOs. I mean, that's how you do that, is you remain vulnerable, you become a sponge, you know that you never know it all, and you remain coachable as well and continue to do your DMOs, continue to stay in action. So thank you again, Tanisha, for taking time to share that. Incredible to see you come back in full force as a supervisor before, and really being able to enroll your previous downline in what it is that you do as well. It sounds like you do have a lot of trust, or they have a lot of trust in you already. So congratulations with that. And without further ado, we also have some business building tips from Mr. Power Movement himself, Marcus James. I'm so excited to be able to pass it over to you, because I haven't heard Marcus. I've been off the call for a couple of weeks, but I haven't heard Marcus do an actual training like Marcus's Millionaire Team. Don't you guys want to hear what it is that? Don't you guys want to hear what it is that that he has to share as a Millionaire Team member? I'm pretty excited to hear what he has to say. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to Mr. Marcus James, Batman himself. He hasn't been busy changing all of our names this time, I can see. He's just Marcus James today. Marcus, I'm going to pass it over to you. Go ahead and unmute yourself, and I'll let you take it over.
Yeah, what is going on, family? Huge shout out. Cassie, you've been doing an incredible job emceeing this call as always. Welcome back, and thank you for having Baby Jax join us tonight. Zerek, PD by Z, is always on point, and it's so powerful to see the type of leadership we have, because Zerek's share, rolling right into Tanisha's incredible share as a new coach, plugging back in and on fire, rolls right into what I want to talk to you guys about, specifically when it comes to building your business. So there's a couple of things that I want to address, and I want to make sure that these points are very basic, because our business is very simple. But it's, are you willing to do the work? So the first thing I want you to really evaluate, and this goes back to something that Zerek talked about, don't get it confused. Know what your business is and what you aspire to accomplish, right? It's very simple, but a lot of times we'll have an idea like, man, I want to be successful, but we don't know what that success looks like. So know what it looks like for you, because when you share that with your upline, your coach, your mentor, your sideline, whoever's helping you along this journey, you can then create a roadmap to building a business, but you got to know what that looks like for you. If you're a single parent and you're working full time, know what your business looks like, so that way your coach and you can come up with a plan that will progress you forward within the time that you have allotted, right? Don't be like, oh, I'm going to be president's team in a year, and then get so overwhelmed with that idea that every day goes by, you don't accomplish anything. So know what you aspire to accomplish is the first step. If you want to build a business, know what kind of business you want to build. Second, visualize your ideal lifestyle around that business. And it could still be, if you love your job, it's still working your 9 to 5 or whatever hours you're working in your full-time job. And then having the luxury of being able to follow your passion, investing in others, doing what you love to do, and earning an additional income. But visualize that to the point where you can almost like feel yourself in that position. So once you know what you want to accomplish, see what it feels like to be in that position. If it's a full-time stay-at-home mom who can do shake parties or, 3-day challenges or whatever it is that you aspire to accomplish, look at it and think about it to the point so you can feel it. So now that you actually have a business now that you can sense yourself in, you can visualize yourself accomplishing the DMOs that we talk about. So your daily method of operation. This is goes right back to what Zerek talked about again. This is your foundation, your procedures that your business is going to accomplish every single day. These are going to be the steps that you follow to have a successful business. If you don't know what you're going to do every single day, there's no way you can be successful because you won't have anything to report at the end of the day that you can then build upon. So we talk about DMOs, and a lot of times our DMOs have our personal development, what were our shake, teas, and tablets, all these things that get us ready to go out into the world. But then the next step is having business building action. So if you're not talking to somebody brand new every day, if you're not messaging somebody new every day and letting them know what you do, if you're not representing your business that you visualize on social media and when you're out in the marketplace, then you're not actually progressing a business plan forward. This isn't a business. It's like Zerek mentioned, it's a hobby. Because at the end of the day, every corporation, every business known to man, when they close their doors, they know what their business has accomplished that day. And whether they hit their goal or they didn't. And understand that if you guys set forth goals for yourself, like you say, I'm going to do 3 cold markets every single day. If there's a day where you do 2, don't beat yourself up. It's okay. The next day, work a little bit harder to get your 3 done. So that way you're trending forward. So your DMO is got to have business building action in there. So with that being said, understand that our business is not, and these are very basic. These are the things that sometimes individuals get confused when they do these things. They believe that this is them building a business. Our business is not wearing the brand. So when you have the 24, your brand, and it says health coach, that's not our business. That's branding. That's cool. It looks good, but that's not our business. Our business is not posting on social media. I'm happy today. I listened to Eric Thomas today. I read the 4 agreements today. Like, that's not our business. It's incredible because it shows that you're growing, but that's not our business. Our business is not just getting clients incredible results either. That is a epic, like, it's foundational that you as a health coach can help somebody get incredible results. But what our business is building others to be successful in any area of their life that they aspire to be successful, and helping them teach others how to do it. So if you're coming to events, if you're getting on this call and you're going out in the marketplace, you're working out and you're doing all these things, you're able to, hit a senior consultant order or do a 3-day challenge and get 5, 10, 15 people in a 3-day challenge and get people on nutrition plans and take people to the park and work out. Those things are all well and good. But if you're not teaching one person to do the same thing or do things that they love to do, you're not actually building a business. So what you find, though, is that by doing all those incredible things like being branded, using the products, getting incredible results, helping a friend or a family member get incredible results, all lead to your personal volume. So as you see, if you log onto your website, at the very top, it says personal volume, your name and personal volume. And it lets you know how many people you've been able to help this year. So when we look at volume points, they're tracking how much product is going out, which is going out to a client who's going to get incredible results. And that's beautiful. That's the foundational element of this process. The next step is, though, for you to seek out incredible leaders to then do the exact same thing with you. So I'll tell you, and it brings me a lot of joy to see what's come of this. My efforts were to find the dopest people in the world that were open to paying it forward, not just getting incredible results, but getting incredible results and helping someone else. And what I can tell you is, on this call, there's Russell, RJ, there's Negin, there's Leah, there's Casey Carter, and there's Keisha. And of those 5 individuals, every one of them have somebody represented on this call. That's the business. It wouldn't be just me sitting with Negin and being like, yo, Negin, you killing it, girl. You got incredible abs. You got energy. You still jump out the gym like you're 19 years old, right? Like, that's cool. But the fact that Negin has Cassie and Lisa and individuals and Lindsay that she's working with to help them be successful in the business is our actual business. So I'll tell you that there's two different perspectives on this. You could either be a small business owner, so you could have your business, every day you log onto your Facebook, you respond to a message, somebody gets on a plan after you do a wellness profile, you exchange goods, you give them their Herbalife products, they give you income, and you earn your retail. You are then an incredible small business owner. You cater to people, you help them do what they're looking to do. If they want to lose 5 pounds, if they want to gain energy, all of those things are beautiful, right? But what I'm asking is that if you actually want to build a business, that you don't own the small shop. You look to own the land that the shop is built on. So that way you can build multiple shops. So you have multiple leaders that you get to pour into to help see their dreams become a reality by watching them help others create their dreams in reality. That's our business. Our business is how many people are you willing to pour into until they believe in themselves to the point that they start helping others believe in themselves. There's a huge trickle-down effect, and it's just like if you throw a rock or a pebble into a body of water. When you throw that pebble, you can be a pebble all you want, but if you throw it on a body of frozen water, there's no impact. Your rock hits the ice and sits. It may slide a little bit, but that's it, right? But if you throw it into a normal body of water, a warm body of water, there's a ripple effect that happens. And that ripple effect is our actual business. So we love that you wear the brand. I love seeing people drinking their shaker cups. Actually, seeing you guys drink from your shake reminds me that I'm hungry again. Not only does my app remind me, it says, oh yeah, Marcus, time for tilapia and your greens, right? I see people drinking their shakes. That's dope, right? But when I see coaches with their friends and their family, like Rachel and Ashley sitting next to each other, like that's the business. Knowing that Rachel's not going to come alone. Because we can forever say, Rachel, those incredible curls look beautiful. Like, we love to see you working out with your son in the park. Blah, blah, blah. But when she brings somebody with her, that's the business. And that's what we get to do, guys. So understand that as we go into this fourth quarter, build your business. Don't just get incredible abs and post on social media and be like, I got abs, I'm good, I got energy, I'm good. I went to go visit my Fit Fam for Leadership Development Weekend in Phoenix in October. I'm good. You got friends and family that are not able to travel, friends and family that are looking to lose weight, gain energy, and be happier. So when you help them, build up leaders that are also willing to do what you do and help others live the best life ever. That's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much. Back to you, Cassie.
Wow, wow, wow. Does that put some perspective on the business for you guys? Yeah, a little bit. Like if I think about it, like if it's just me doing it for myself, that's great, but it's kind of a hobby, right? And it's perfect, exactly like Marcus said, it goes back to what Zerek had mentioned. But if it's me building a business I'm looking at my notes real quick here. Building a business is teaching other leaders to do what they love to do, then teaching them to teach others to do what they love to do. That's the notes I took away. It's probably a paraphrase of what you said. That's so perfect. That's what the business is. That's owning the land, not the small business. That's actually owning the land, not the shop. I love that. Such a great analogy, Marcus. Thank you for bringing it home. You have such a great way of creating that visual for us. I also love what you said too about visualizing your lifestyle. Like, what does our life look like around that business? This is an herbal lifestyle. What honed in for me when you said that was, no, I mean, for me personally, I'm not doing this to stay away from my family. I'm not doing this to be away from my family. I'm doing it so that my family can be together. For me personally, that's me personally. So I quickly went to a space where I was like, what does it actually look like to build this business for myself? What is the visual that I have around that? What does that actually look like? And I can tell you right now, that's what I've been visualizing this entire time, but I really never understood that I was actually visualizing what I've always wanted and how my business paired into it, and to have that breakdown. I never really understood that was my visualization, but I think that that's a huge component to us being able to work towards what it is that we're actually trying to build with this business. As long as we know what that looks like and we can build that into our lifestyle, then we're going in the right direction. We know that we're on the right path. So thank you for the time that you took to prepare for that, and what an incredible training. You guys, so up next, what we have is our 2,500 house training. And what that is it's basically our business builder, so perfect for the call, of course. Our business builders are people who are doing 2,500 volume points every single month. I want to add a disclaimer, by no means is anybody required to do 2,500 volume points, but if you are actively building a business, there is a method to that, and that is called the 2,500 house, and that's actually how you become a business builder. And Negin Azerbehi, my amazing health coach, the one who brought me on to this incredible journey so that I can actually be home with our babies. I don't have to hire a babysitter or do anything. My husband and I make enough income now with me coaching on the side. I'm able to actually stay home and be with my babies, and that is actually part of my visual. That's part of my path, MJ, just so you know. But that's part of me being around my family. So I'm so honored and grateful to be able to introduce my amazing health coach who has just changed my life completely, changed our lives completely, and given vision to our entire family. Go ahead, Negin, take it away, girl. I know you're going to kill this 2,500 house for us.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Cassie. So real quick, I'm going to share my screen. Make sure you guys can see this. Can you guys see that? Is it big enough? Is it getting bigger? I don't know how this works. All right, you guys. So I know that we have quite a few new people on the call. So I'm going to introduce myself first. My name is Negin. I'm out here in Arizona. I have been a client now for a little over 2 years and 4 months. I've been a coach for 2 years and 4 months. And basically, you guys, I jumped on my nutrition plan after being healthy and active and thinking like I had it all figured out, but not having energy, not getting results, and being disappointed all the time. So I finally gave it a chance, and it's the best decision I ever made. I went on to get my energy back. I went on to lose 4 pant sizes. I went on to put on muscle mass and really be stronger and healthier than I've ever been in my life in my 30s. Being passionate about helping people and giving back to people, and having aspirations of being a life coach for a large portion of my life. The business kind of just became what I was able to love to do. And I did this business part-time for about 2 years and 2 to 3 months. And I was a director at a large corporation, you guys. So I've made good money. I've had a lot of success. I was making a 6-figure income then for about 8 years. I was with that company, and I was let go, you guys. But what was incredible is that I made a decision to not just do Herbalife as a hobby, but do Herbalife as a business for the last 2 years and 3 months. I was a sponge, just like Tanisha said. I showed up to every event. I shared this life with everybody I possibly could, just like Marcus alluded to, brought people along this journey with me because it was clear that it was the best decision I ever made. So why wouldn't I want to share it with other people? It's all about your passion and your conviction about what it is that you're doing for self, and people will follow that. And because of that, you guys, by the time the organization said they didn't need me, I was able to almost match my 6-figure income to say thank you for letting me go, so that I can now do this business full time and know that I'll never have to go back to corporate America ever again, and I can change lives for a living for real. So those of you that are new on this call, just understand that take notes during this section. Take the notes you've heard along this entire call, because it's been around business building. It's been incredible nuggets from where your mindset should be, what actions you should be taking, how to bring people along this journey with you. I mean, everything has been in alignment for business building. And now we're going to talk about being a business builder as it shows up in your gauges, as Zerek had alluded to earlier. 2,500 volume points, 2,500 personal volume points. If you are doing that consistently every single month, you are a business builder. That means you're putting enough people in the funnel of your business that are getting results, that are plugged into the community, that are seeing the vision of paying it forward, and then following on the lead to become active builders. But in order to build a business like that, it starts from those basic steps. So first, as you look at our 2,500 house, for those of you that have seen 2,500 house before, this looks a little different. So it's a different way of looking at it, same idea, same concepts, but a little bit more simplistic for us to be able to say, I know exactly what I need to do. Am I going to decide to do it? And that's really what it boils down to. So first off, the foundation, your personal product use, you guys. Getting new results is absolutely a foundation of your business. You cannot lead anybody to get results or even to see how incredible Herbalife is if you're not getting results yourself. And your initial results are your initial results. Getting new results every single month, which means 500 volume points personal product use. Get new results, try new products, buy from your own store. I mean, this is a conversation I have with my VIP clients. You now have access to a store, so if you're getting soap, shampoo, lotion, face products, face washes, whatever, anything from a store that Herbalife offers, there's just no point, because you're going to get not just something from your own store, you guys, but the healthiest version of what you would get at any other store. It just makes sense, right? So 500 volume points every month should be your personal use. The second floor, the second level to the house is new clients. As a business builder, you are getting new clients every single month. And if we're looking at breaking down the 2,500 volume points over the 4 key areas of building a business, new clients, 1,000 volume points is about 8 to 10 clients, depending on what plan you're putting them on, okay? So 8 to 10 clients a month, new clients. You're using things like your DMO. What actions are you taking? How many new people are you talking to? Just like Marcus said, you can't walk around with the Herbalife shirt on. You know how many people walk around with a Nutri-Shop or whatever that place is called shirt on? I don't ever walk up to them and go, hey, do you work there? Like, no. Like, why would I ask them that? They could have bought that shirt anywhere. You know what I mean? So wearing the brand, if you're going to wear the brand to build the business, the closest thing to that is lose weight now, ask me how. But you still got to talk to people, because people still won't ask you. It's the same thing as being on social media and posting all day long. But as soon as you send them a personal message saying, hey, you want to do a challenge? They're like, yeah. It's like, really? You've been watching me for 2 years and I had to ask you to join me? Yep. You got to ask them to join you. So that looks like taking action, having a DMO, being accountable to yourself, talking to new people, inviting new people to events, not showing up alone like Zerek said. Sending out personal messages, sending out text messages. Work your warm market like you've never worked it before. Okay? So new clients, 8 to 10 every month, that's 1,000 volume points. So at this point now, we're at 1,500 volume points. When we step up to the next level, we're talking about reorders. The way you get reorders is you get people results. The way you get people results is by following up. Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday follow-up. How are they making their shake? How do they feel? What are the snacks that they're eating? Right? What is their progress? Making sure you're getting, whether it's weekly or 2-week or monthly, however you work your system on results, but you got to celebrate results with them. You got to talk vision. Kevin always says, talk vision into what will it look like in 60 to 90 days on your plan. Not just this, oh, hey, let's try this out for 30 days. We're getting life results. And your follow-up and your relationship building is what's going to help people get reorders to continue on Herbalife, as well as you continuing to be a great example of a client. So if you guys have Voxer groups or Facebook groups or whatever it is, and you're not posting your snacks and you're not sharing your excitement about your shake, and you're not, how do they know that you're even on your plan? So leading by example in that area is what gets people excited about reordering. So when you're reordering, you'll have 3 to 5 clients. That's 500 volume points a month, because the idea is the other 3 to 5 to make your 8 to 10 or 6 to 10 clients are turning into VIP every month, right? So in VIP, it's a client that earns it. They're consistent with their commitment. So their commitment to prepping every week, their commitment to communicating with you, responding to your text messages, your phone calls, your Voxers, reaching out to you when they need help or they have successes, being consistent on their nutrition plan, their Herbalife nutrition plan, taking their products when they're supposed to, getting incredible results. All of those things must show up for a client to be able to go from not just a retail reorder, but to a VIP client for you. Because at that point, it's not just we want them to be VIP, but we get to celebrate the fact that they're one of your best clients. Like I tell them, right? Listen, you are one of my best clients. These are the 3 things you did consistently, which is why I'm offering you now the opportunity to be VIP. A lot of times I'll say, you're in week 3, you're doing incredible. You're doing X, Y, and Z, right? I need to see your prep a little bit more or whatever it is. And then I say, before your next order next week, I want to talk to you about VIP because you've earned it. So I'm already plugging it. So they're like, ooh, what's that? What are we talking about, right? And then from there, for those of you that want to know a little bit about how to take VIP to coach, every single one of my clients, if they're in state, attend an open house before they're allowed to become a VIP. That's where they become VIP. So you're planting seeds of the vision of opportunity to build a business while them just becoming a VIP client, earning the VIP membership. And that's 500 volume points minimum, you guys, minimum. If you are working this, all floors of this house for 2,500, and you're doing this every month, you're going to increase your number of VIPs. You guys see that? New clients turns into new reorders. Reorders may turn into VIP in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. If you're still following up with your VIPs, they're reordering. So you're just filling the funnel at every level of every step. As long as you're filling the funnel, there's going to be more people that trickle out into becoming business builders, active business builders, whatever that looks like. And soon you'll see your 2,500 house go to a 5,000 volume point house or a 10,000 volume point house because you're actively building your business every single month. The other benefits of a 2,500 house, you guys, is obviously we know that 3 months in a row of 2,500 is active supervisor. And active supervisor is when you get to benefit from getting your full retail or your royalty check. So if you've got a downline of supervisors and you're not an active supervisor, you're just handing money away. Like that money doesn't go to anybody. So be a 2,500 active builder consistently now and work towards it. Make sure you're working towards each level of the house so you know how it is to get to 2,500, how to retain 2,500, and then how to build from there, and then how to duplicate it. So as you fill people up into the VIP, you plug them into the events and you let them to start see the business and you bring them to the events with you, like Zerek said. Now you're going to have a community of 2,500 houses. You're building your community. You're building your city by doing the 2,500 house and then teaching the 2,500 house. So the goal always here as we plug in this call is that we want to get to the point of being active business builders so we can spread the Herbalife love, the Herbalife incredible opportunity to have a life that no longer shackles you but frees you to be able to dream as big as you want. Thank you guys so much. I hope this helped.
Awesome, awesome, Negin. Thank you so much for putting that together. I can tell. Did you draw that house?
That was Alicia. Alicia drew that.
Oh, I like the smoke that comes out the top too. It's awesome. It's a perfect little home. It's amazing. No, that's awesome to put things into perspective. I think what's so incredible about our 2,500 house or our business builder house is for us to recognize that it can be broken down. Like recognize that when we're new in the business, looking at 2,500 can sometimes be overwhelming. So if you haven't done 2,500 yet, or you're looking to be a business builder, understand that it is, like Negin said, it's building your pipeline. It's not going to happen. I mean, it can. That's not true. So it can absolutely happen within your first month. It can happen whenever you want it to happen. But if you're working towards that and it doesn't happen within the first month, know that there's a way, there's a method to being able to build up that your house so that you're filling each one of those floors. So that way you can kind of break down, well, how many volume points do I need for my reorders? How many volume points should I be spending on investing in myself? I remember hearing from somebody one time, somebody said something. It was at a training at LDW in April, and now I can't think of her name, Debbie Katz. And she said there is a direct correlation in how you use the product and how your business is going, like all the time, every time. So that 500 volume points for yourself, think about how that impacts those other floors. Like that's a direct correlation to the other floors. How you treat yourself is how you're going to teach others to treat themselves as well. So I think that that was a really huge eye-opener for myself. Like as soon as you look at your business, if there's anything that's wavering, look at how you're using the product, honestly. If you can't commit to taking care of yourself, there's no way that people are going to trust you to take care of them, right? At the end of the day. So, yep. Who'd I got? Who is that? All right, I got the floor. What? I'm back. Try to take the floor from me. Okay. I'm just kidding. All right. So, guys, so at this point, we still have a little bit of time. So what I'd like to do is hear people's takeaways. If you don't volunteer takeaways, I will call on you. So I would love to hear what it is that you've taken away from this call and what kind of business building tips you'd like to implement from the call. Mm-hmm.